our next guest, Little Sudi. Yeah, you're right, yeah. You can't
What's up,
dress
brother?
to impress.
Hey, thanks for having me, man. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I do. I like to get the best. So, Little Sudi, I've been wanting to ask you, man. How did you get that name?
When I was a kid, I had a dream. God came into my dream. He said, Little Sudi, you are going to change the fate of American music. That's how I got my name, man.
So God helped you get that name.
That's right.
Okay, man. Also, let me ask you this: who do you think is, the greatest rapper of all time?
I mean, I think it is me, because,
Oh,
Yeah.
you think it's you?
yeah, that's what people say.
Oh, hey, God help us all. Let me ask you this. Speaking of music and stuff, people are saying that you got ties to Taylor Drift, man. What's going on with that?
It's just rumors, man. She's just a friend. I was actually helping her out on her new song. Like, one day she was cleaning her house and she was all covered in like dust and stuff, and I was like, Traitor, dust it off, oh, dust it off, dust it off. And,
Yeah.
the rest was history. That's how yeah.
You helped her with that.
That's right.
Did she ever give you credentials on that?
Man, I like to be behind scenes, and I'm a humble person, down to earth. I don't really care about credentials and stuff.
I can tell. I can see that. So, let's just talk about some of the songs that you.
Hold on. Hey, brother! Hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm doing an interview. Yeah, let me hear. Nah, man, that's crappy. No, change it to ti da 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 da. Yeah, no, trust me, brother. Trust me on my instincts. This is going to be the next industry hit. Yeah? Oh yeah. All right, brother. I'll call you later. All right. Let's break. Just asking suggestions for his new song.
So your friends with Break, huh?
Right?
And a new song.
Yep.
The song been out for a couple years, man.
You confused. Those two songs can sound like one. They're so different. And anyways, you were asking me something about my Popsicle Won't Pop. Like my new album and stuff.
Yeah. Popsicle Won't Pop.
That's right.
You got a line there that says, "Pass me, it's a test."
Right.
Please explain to the viewers and to me what in the world that means.
Literally what it says. It's literally a student asking his teacher to pass him in the test.
That's it.
That's it.
Do you write your own lyrics?
Yeah. What? Does it sound like I pay somebody off and like steal their lyrics and like come up with a song? Of course, I write my own lyrics. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. You know what? Look, speaking of the song, in the music video, you do it all, man. You
Right.
sing, you play the drums, and you play the guitar.
That's right.
But you know what? One of my assistants is one of your biggest fans.
Okay.
And I got her to bring a guitar so you can play it. So let's welcome my assistant, Cassandra.
I don't-
Look at her, man. Biggest fan. Look at her.
It's such an honor to have you on our show. I'm your biggest fan. Thank you for playing for us.
Okay. Cassandra, all right, please. It takes to get security around here. That's a guitar. How about you play something for us?
What's the time?
Time, man, it is 4:35.
No, man, no. The stars are obviously not aligned. I can't do it after 4 o'clock. And not just that. Music is a form of meditation, a form of medicine. You can't just go out wild and do wherever you want. you have to be in a certain settings and like it's like peace of mind and like
Okay.
all that.
All right. Yeah, you know what? Whew. Jeez, man, there's a lot going on at one time. All right. Look, how about this, man? Tell me who you think is what inspired you to become an artist, singer?
Me and my pops, we went to a movie called Batman back in the days.
Yeah.
And there was this song, Kiss from the Rose. You know Batman?
Yeah, it's Batman Forever. Yeah.
Right?
Kiss from a Rose. Yeah.
Yeah, Kiss from a Rose by Seal. You know that song?
I do. It's one of my favorite songs, man.
Mine too.
What?
Yeah.
So, all right. So look, how about this? You mentioned that. How about this? How about we have you sing that song live, man?
I mean, you know the stars.
Forget that crap about the stars, man. Come on, man. Just do it live.
I mean,
What, you got stage fright?
no.
All right, then. Come on, man. Show what you got.
There used to be a great tower alone on the sea. You became the light on
Oh, okay.
the dark side of
All
me.
right. You know what? Okay. Don't do it. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to the audience. Just stop. Let's go on to something else. All right, let's go with something else.
Okay.
Who is to you the greatest freestyle artist of all time?
Me?
Right. How about this? How about you prove it? You know what? Show it. I usually ask people to do 16 bars or 8 bars, but you just give me 4.
I mean, I don't mind doing it, but there's no beats.
Oh, I got you. Come on. You gonna do something,
Yeah.
huh? Alright, here we go.
I am a clown. I wear a frown. I am brown. I lost my crown. I am a clown.
Alright, you good. You can stop. Alright, man. Let's just first off, I done heard you try to play guitar.
I mean, the stars were not aligned.
Right. I done heard you try to sing.
Throat infection?
Okay. And just now I just heard you try to freestyle.
That's because I'm blaming it on the beats.
Oh, blame it on me. Alright, well I'm gonna just say this. I think you're a fraud.
What?
Yeah, I think you're a fraud and I think you should get on out my show.
Dude, you just like call me here and like insult in front of all these people, like my fans?
First off, you insulted them people and them fans when you wore that suit here. Alright? So you and that suit can get on up out of here.
You know what? I'm gonna make a diss song on you.
Oh!
Yeah!
Make sure it's on beat. Well, I know the rate's gonna go down on this one. Well, you know what? Doesn't matter. I'm never gonna do that to y'all again. So please join us next week whenever we have Little Hoodie. You know what? I'm done. We're done. Tune in next week. I might even have a show. Got it.